very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill in when there aren't enough hands. Sorry for the cut last time. I know I've been gone for 2 weeks, but I've just been busy, but I'm back. But enough about me, Edgeboo. I'm fully dejected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again on TV, talking with 2 young girls. Men are all the same, it doesn't get better. You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, please, I'm begging you. By all means, do not provoke her any further. Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness. Honestly, I hope she isn't. But I don't think fate is going to be so kind today. I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? So it's true, she is the witness. I don't suppose I can afford to know the whole bag. Yeah, so it was just a little while ago. That's what happened right for me. The moment of the murder. You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before yours? That sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and saw 2 men facing off each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I can't afford to know what she has to say, unfortunately. What's unfortunately? Your tattoo at the end supposed to mean Edgeworth? Well, anyway, let's go see what we can find from this little old lady. Oh my god. Hold on. What's the it's been a while. Short from shoulder. You mean you took a break from being the pink badger? You may not think about how work keeping kids' dreams alive. You smell sweat, your hip creaks and pain, you even begin to dream about work. That's the kind of story that'll scarch out for life, you know. Well, that's why I chose to come here for my break, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing the part of the dead badger in front of the bunch of kids. So, what did you see while you were the pink badger were resting? Oh yes, that, well. As I was no way, I don't know. You saw 2 men, can you describe them for me? They looked like your average Joe was completely uninterested and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I didn't even remember much beyond that. But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful. Oh my, please don't tell me you're jealous of those 2 men. Is this right? You seem very worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not worked up over anyone and I'm not jealous. That's alright, Edgepoo. Those 2 were just fools compared to a stallion like you. I thought so little of them, I lost interest instantly eyes on them. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot and the person who shot fell to the ground. I think that's a contradiction, but not sure. You're claiming to have seen the exact moment to which the murder took place. Absolutely, that gun made a terrible racket when it was fired. Didn't like to go help the person like Russell. I'm only one person, you smart Alec Bear. What could I have done? And I took off as soon as I could find someone to help. 2 men, 1 bullet, all consistent with what we found from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of information to go on in your testimony. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember everything without something to jog my memory? Self-centered, aren't we? Well, it seems somewhat useful. A testimony also presents a new problem. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? So about this new problem. What's that giant grin on your face for? Do you want me to say something really nice? No, thank you. Don't be so mean, I swear something you're gonna like. What is that gadget you're holding? What you see before you is the secret weapon of a great thief. Ah, I should have known it would be something worthless. Oh, don't be like that. What do you think now? What are you doing? It's projecting something into the air. I'm going to put the necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of evening when no bird dares take flight. One alone remains so seen, no witness the true power of the real modern day Robin Hood. What's this? This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I inputted into the little thief. Little thief, I dare say you think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far. Little thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I use it like this, let's see, Mr. Bear said that the 2 men were facing each other. And then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground. Ah, so with this, we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past. See, so what do you think? I have to say I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days. Well, it is a super secret weapon of the mighty Yatagrasu. Indeed. Oh, but if there isn't enough information or if something is out of place, a recreation could come a little strange. Afterwards, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony. You got it. You catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth. Right now, the simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything, and if I find anything illogical, strange, I can then ask for clarification. Feel free to examine anything in the situation in the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, you got little thief with me, so just let me know, okay? Let's just make a save. What's the logic? According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground. That's right, but if that's the case, we already found the first contradiction. Huh? What? Where? If this is a real scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be. What piece of evidence shows the missing item? Maybe you're still adjusting to the simulation. Yes, that's right. Allow me to find my balance and I'll present the contradiction again. It's a stage, right? But, I forgot what it is. Oh, what's this? No. Oh, it's that. This is a contradiction. There's nothing wrong with my recreation. If this is a real scene of the crime, something Pacific should be in. If you think back, how do we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one? I guess what's missing now, there's no blood on the guarantee either, right? Oh, I was thinking of the body, but like the X and that, but right. The fact that there is no blood here cast down the witness testimony. Edgy Pooh, how can you doubt me like that? I call me a liar. I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot on. You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there's some other explanation for the distant lack of blood. Looks like they broke the stage down. I guess this means they're done for the day, or maybe it's because the different show is scheduled to start on tomorrow. It's the silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. Chaos is not possible to recreate the face of the killer. Why can't exactly input what we don't know into the little face? See, that's a point. Why is there some near attraction? No, go away. We don't need to talk to you. This is amazing. Just feel the power of science. No, you don't. No, I'm fully convinced that Fatima was killed here, but was there still no blood? Must be some explanation for this contradiction. Again. Okay. No. There we go. Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume? So you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers? I think we can reasonably assume there was a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes, Then Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of on the ground. Precisely. Now, if we could only prove the victim was wearing a costume, you think it'd be pretty safe we find some footprints, but the problem is finding them since there doesn't seem to be any footprints, huh? I wonder how we can go about finding some of those. Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints, finally my expert knowledge in forensics is needed. Yes, well, can you detect the Tracy from parcel footprints? Leave it to me, my cotton is detects and can find anything. Very well, if you could please analyze the footprints in this area. Okay, stand back now and witness the power of science at work. Here, I found something. Look right here. I don't see anything. Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth. These footprints were definitely left by a badger costume. Jesus, a lot. Judging by the way the prints are layered, that seems to be the news. Then we can Then we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. Okay, in that case, I'll do a little few simulation part. I can't wait to see what we find out from this new info. Bang. Blue Badger gets shot. So the victim was wearing a costume. And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right? I see the equation has changed in accordance with the new information. We may be closer, but now something else has caught my attention. What do you want? Your testimony. Naturally, I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. Yeah, we've gone over this. I'm not going to destroy my voice. So does this mean that Miss Olbach's testimony is a contradiction in it? Yes, and I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your equation. See, I just know Little Thief would be of help. Now let's see if we can pull more info from Miss Olbach to put into the equation. For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony. 19 minutes, and we've hardly done much. No, wait, no. Objection! Indeed. 2 men, how did you know the gender